If you've ever stood in a pharmacy aisle staring at rows of bottles, wondering which one actually does anything for your nerves, you are not alone. Millions of adults over 50 are asking the same question. Can a supplement really make a difference for tingling feet, burning sensations, and the kind of nerve discomfort that quietly takes over your nights and your mornings? Today, we are going to explore what the science says, what your body may actually need, and why the answer might be more nuanced than a simple yes or no. Most people assume that supplements are either miracle solutions or complete nonsense. The truth, as with most things in biology, lives somewhere in between. And understanding where that line is may change the way you think about your nerve health entirely. Here is what most people never stop to consider. Your nerves are not just passive wires carrying electrical signals. They are living tissue. They require fuel. They require protection. They require a constant supply of specific nutrients to maintain the delicate structure that allows them to function properly. And after 50, the body's ability to absorb, convert, and deliver those nutrients begins to change in ways that most people never connect to the discomfort they feel in their feet, their legs, or their hands at night. Before we go deeper into this, comment below where you're watching from, and tell us if you or someone you know has ever wondered whether supplements could actually help with tingling, burning, or numb feet. Your experience matters, and it helps this community grow. Now, let's talk about what is actually happening inside the nerve. Every nerve fiber in your body is wrapped in a protective layer called the myelin sheath. Think of it like the insulation around an electrical wire. When that insulation is well maintained, signals travel clearly and efficiently. But when it begins to degrade due to oxidative stress, poor circulation, nutritional gaps, or the natural effects of aging, signals can become disrupted. That disruption is often felt as tingling, burning, numbness, or a strange crawling sensation that seems to have no clear explanation. This is where certain nutrients enter the conversation, not as cures, not as treatments, but as building blocks that the nerve system depends on to function, regenerate, and maintain daily comfort. Take alpha lipoic acid, for example. This powerful antioxidant is produced naturally in the body, but its levels tend to decline with age. It plays a role in combating oxidative stress, one of the key factors that may affect how nerve tissue holds up over time. Research has explored its potential connection to nerve comfort. The many formulas designed for nerve support include it for this reason. Then there is B12. Few nutritional factors are more closely linked to nerve function than this essential vitamin. B12 is directly involved in the formation and maintenance of the myelin sheath. And here's the part most people miss. Even people who eat reasonably well can be deficient in B12 after 50, because the stomach's ability to produce a compound needed to absorb B12 from food decreases naturally with age. This is not about poor diet. It is about biology. Magnesium is another factor that rarely gets the attention it deserves. It is involved in hundreds of biochemical processes in the body, including the regulation of nerve signal transmission. Low magnesium levels have been associated with increased nerve sensitivity and disrupted sleep, two experiences that many adults over 50 know all too well. And then there is circulation. Because no nutrient reaches a nerve in isolation. Every vitamin, every antioxidant, every mineral your body produces or absorbs must travel through the bloodstream to reach the peripheral nerves in your feet and legs. When circulation is sluggish, as it naturally tends to become with age, even adequate nutrient levels may not translate into adequate nerve support. Ingredients like butcher's broom and L-Carnitine are often included in nerve support formulas specifically because of their potential role in supporting healthy blood flow to the extremities. CoQ10 adds another layer to this picture. This compound is central to how cells produce energy. And nerve cells, which must maintain constant electrical activity, are among the highest energy consumers in the human body. When CoQ10 levels drop, which they do naturally after 50, cellular energy production becomes less efficient, and that inefficiency can affect how nerves signal, recover, and sustain daily function. This is exactly why many adults are turning their attention toward formulas that address nerve support from multiple angles at once, rather than relying on a single ingredient or hoping that a general multivitamin covers the specific needs of the nervous system. The honest answer to the question at the center of this video is this: supplements cannot undo damage. They cannot replace medical care, and results will always vary from person to person. But the idea that nutrients play no role in nerve health, that what you put into your body has no bearing on how your nerves feel, signal, and function over time, is contradicted by decades of research into how the nervous system actually works. Your nerves are not immune to nutritional gaps. They are not separate from your circulation, and they are not invincible against the effects of oxidative stress and aging. They are living tissue, and living tissue responds to what it is given. That is why many people looking for natural nerve support are now paying close attention to formulas designed specifically to address these factors. One of them is Nervolin, a natural formula created to help support healthy nerve function, daily comfort, circulation, and mobility as part of a consistent daily routine. It is not a cure. It is not a shortcut. But for those who want to be intentional about what they are giving their nervous system each day, it represents a thoughtful option worth learning more about. If you want to find out more about Nervolin, check the link in the pinned comment below. And remember, results may vary, and if you take medication or have a medical condition, speak with your healthcare provider before adding any supplement to your routine. Because understanding what your nerves need is not about chasing a miracle. It is about paying attention to the signals your body is already sending, and giving it the daily support it may have been missing for years.